Derpity derp 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 derp.
G'day guys, and welcome back to the final war of season 24. Today we're up against Staro, who a Russian alliance from the top of Platinum 1, so we had our work cut out for us today. And we really desperately wanted to win this war so we could lock in a tier 1 position during the off season, which would give us a significant advantage heading into next season through the 8 times multiplier instead of the 7 times multiplier. So we're going in with the same team as we had 2 wars ago, I think, with Mega Red, Sabretooth and Red Hulk. And we've got 7 fights this war. Which I think it was originally going to be 8, but I think, yeah, we ended up with 7. So the first one is just a path 3 diversity placement with Heimdall. Nothing special really. He's not even going to get to throw off a special, I don't think, so we don't have to worry about his auto block. Mega's just going to get him down really easily. And I like these fights because they're nice warm-up fights for me just to get into the swing of things for the day. Even though we are taking them pretty early in the morning. Next we have the shared left side mini with Strike, Counter Fury and Armor. And they've got a Cosmic Ghost Rider here. Again, it's just really a diversity placement. He doesn't really do anything special here. Slightly mistimed our heavy there. We very luckily avoided a special one, which was unblockable. But that armor break from him is healing us up nicely with willpower, and we finish with a full yellow bar. So yeah, pretty smooth start to this war. 2 30-second fights, and now we've got a Mixmaster Nick Fury, and it's another rank 3, which we've fought. I think this is our 3rd Mixmaster Nick this season. So at this point, I'm really confident against this guy, especially since there's no more stubborn anymore. Makes him even easier. So we're sticking to 4 hit combos pretty much, and then heavies in between. You can see we're boosted up really nicely here and hitting, 8.5k mediums. We get him almost up to 30 spores. In fact, we do get him to 30 spores with that parry through the Red Hulk synergy. And I was trying to, not this one, but the heavy after. I was trying to lock on the heavy as his second life came on, but I was just mistimed it, and he evaded because we threw 2 heavies in a row. And he evades straight into a special one. And then I threw 2 mediums in a row, he evades that, and we come very close to dying. And I was sweating my balls off right now. I was so frightened. But then I realized I had a special 3, and we still had at least 20 spores on him since that couple of bleeds on us activated our death field again. So we end up healing up to 40%, which is going to enable us to finish off this fight. But we will still take some block damage. We use a special one to try and heal up a bit, but we pretty much just take all that damage back with recoil. And I just want to get through this fight right now. I don't want to stay in this fight any longer. And he goes down eventually. So, a really stressful fight. That shouldn't have been that stressful. But after section 1, we'd done 64 fights for 4 deaths. We're actually in a pretty strong position heading into section 2. But we had to just keep pushing along and, not dying. Since they can come... Since we were aware that they could come back and we could give up a few sloppy deaths. So I did heal Omega up a bit, since we've got 3 more fights with him this war. Yeah, I think, Omega takes 6 of our 7 fights this war. So the first one is on node 32, it's the Shitness Thorns fight that we normally see a Colossus here, but they've got a Venom here instead. Which still means we have to use a Mega Red, since Venom has a chance to to proc his armor buff at the start of the fight, and you saw he did proc his armor buff at the start. And he's just going to go down really smoothly. Unfortunately, I mistimed our special one, but luckily it killed him before he could punish us. And then next we've got a Tigra here, which is a really weird placement. I don't know why they placed her here. I think there's much better places you can put a Tigra. And she does have explosive personality, so that's how she got that first armor upper on her, was from us hitting into her block. So we just got to avoid doing that too much. I think that's the only one that we actually do that fight. And I don't think she's actually going to throw a special this whole fight. We're just going to play super defensive, parry a bunch, and then let all the spore degen do the work. You can see each parry is building up additional spores on her. And she goes down really simply again. So yeah, I was gaining my confidence back at this point after that whole Nick Fury debacle. So that was our section 2. We had a pretty sloppy section 2, to be fair. We'd given up, I think, 6 deaths in our last 30 or 40 fights, and they'd stayed to a really solid pace, only giving up the 1 extra death, I think, in their last 40 fights. So we were on the back foot at this point. We had to really nail these last 2 fights, which is why I put on this invulnerability boost, just in case. And you will see it will actually come in handy. So the first one is a really weird placement. I don't know why they placed Thing on the Vigorous Assault Mini, since Thing has no way to regenerate at all. So he can't benefit from any of the nodes, really. So we're just going to go in with a Mega, fully boosted. And just like every other Mega fight this war and this season, let the spores do the work. I'm going to try and bait out special 1 while he has 30 stacks. We only lose a few to get that degen back on him. I can't remember if this was a rank 3, but we finish off in style with a special 2. He goes down in 45 seconds, which is really impressive for a Thing to go down that quickly. And then next we have I think this is our 3rd or 4th rank 3 Dragon Man in a row that we fought. So we're going to go with the Rolk again, obviously. We've got the invulnerability boost just for an extra safety net. You've seen in the past we actually don't even need it. But this guy was playing super passively. I don't know what it was. He just wasn't throwing his specials. You can see here we're baiting really as much as we can. He's not going for it at all. And you see, I let my guard down there, and that eats all of the invulnerability boost. And I was really ticked off on myself because of that. I think I was just panicking that he was a special 3, but I shouldn't have been, since we had the invulnerability boost. And this would have done no damage, but instead it does, 40% of our health. And of course he goes unstoppable and unblockable after the special 3. We're in the corner. He hits us with a heavy, goes unblockable again. We're not in a good position here. At this point I should have just... Yeah, there's really nothing we can do at this point. We just have to pray for a miracle. Luckily we can chain a few hits into a special 3, which we can use with adrenaline healing to get some health back. But I wasn't... Yeah, I don't know why. I just went straight in after that because I thought that his next special 3 would kill us no matter what. But in hindsight, I should have just backed off after our special 3. And you can see we actually survived this one, but we're still going to be backed into the corner. He's going to be unstoppable and unblockable. We have to just play Quake style at this point. And you can see that final heavy, we missed time and he gets us down. So it was a really, really poor fight, and one that I was really disappointed in, especially since it's our last fight of the season. I really didn't want to end this way. So we have to, Red Hulk is a pretty chunky rank 3, so it's going to take a lot of potions to heal him up, since we've got pretty much all our boosts on. So yeah, I was really, really upset at this point, and but also angry. So I was just playing super angry at this point. Just trying to get this done. Didn't want to cough up another death. And of course now he's going to throw a special one, which we eat in the face. And then nice intercept, and he goes down. But really, really disappointing result for us to end off the season. But yeah, that was our war. 7 fights, 6 of them were soloed. And unfortunately, we ended up losing this war by 3 deaths, which is really just painful. To these wars, they're so painful. Losing by 3 deaths, there's nothing in it. But there is a silver lining, since we actually still placed Platinum 1. We came 30th in Platinum 1, just barely scraping the bottom of the barrel. So we got there. It was a long and grueling season, but we got there. We finished Platinum 1, which was our main goal. Unfortunately, we never reached the Tier 1 that we expected to. We were so close because the game told us in those last few wars that we were in Tier 1. And in fact, our opponents, half of our opponents in these last few wars were in Tier 1 when we were in Tier 2. So we were really confused as to why that happened. But we got Plat 1, and the rewards will be opening soon on the channel. So stick around for that. Anyway, guys, catch you later.